Hello everyone, Professor Cadney's here, and I just wanted to welcome you to week 8 and to give some shout outs and some reminders for this week. Before I do that, I wanted to say that it could be really helpful for you this week to start with English 099 rather than starting with English 098. You're going to be drafting an essay about technology this week, and there are some readings in 099 that could be really helpful to you. So I wanted to just put that out there first, that doing 99 could be a really good thing. The second point that I wanted to make is just that I wanted to acknowledge from the weather in my brain activities that a lot of you are having a really hard week. So I wanted to say that I'm thinking of you all and that it is tremendously wonderful and challenging to be continuing with this course in the midst of all that you're dealing with. I know maybe this much of what you guys are dealing with in order to be able to persist and continue with this course. So it's amazing that you all are keeping on going. I think it's really important work that you're doing. Everyone is growing from where they were at the beginning of the course, and it's so fun to watch that, and also just so pleasurable to read your pieces. I don't just say that to everyone, but I really have been feeling the vulnerability that you've been sharing so strongly, and how hard you are pushing yourselves to grow, whether that's figuring out your time management a little bit better and realizing hey, I messed up this week, I didn't get everything done that I needed to, and then stepping back and seeing how you can grow from that, or whether it's writing a new, even more amazing draft than your first draft of your place importance essay. People are at different spots, and wherever you're growing is fantastic. So I just wanted to say that first, and also to remind you that if you need to reach out to me, you certainly can. And if you're experiencing a challenge in your life that feels bigger than what you can handle on your own, I can hook you up with some great counselors in the counseling center at CCP if you're close by. It's totally free, and you can talk to somebody there who might be able to give you good advice and feedback too, should you need that. Okay, so for week 8, I wanted to do the shout outs first. So first I wanted to talk about Erin's piece, which is really wonderful. And when she used these amazing lists in her piece, so it made me really hungry. She was talking about all the different things that her grandmother would make, including sweet potato pie, pumpkin pie, rice pudding, and baked honey biscuits. And I was like, wow, I would really like to try some baked honey biscuits. At her level of writing, using that list was really cool. Each food item amped up to the next food item. And her essay overall was really well organized too. I appreciated in Selena's essay the way that she used the senses to really describe her room. And there was a moment where she was talking about candles, and I was like, wow. I find the sense of smell to be the hardest to describe as a writer, but she talked about the juicy Hawaiian scent of candles, and just she evoked how those candles were in her room really beautifully. And then throughout the essay, there were other sensory details that were really nice. So I hope that all of you take what you learned in writing these essays into your analytical essay. So, even though you're working on a much more structured essay next time, you're still going to be using specific details. You're still going to be trying to write paragraphs that have a good organizational structure. And most importantly, you're still going to be trying to write from your heart and from what you're passionate about, even though the topic may not be as close to home as these other topics were. I still want you to bring that same energy into your work. Okay, let me see if there's anything else that I want to remind you of. Oh, from the midterm exams, the most common error on the midterms was the question which asked about are run-on sentences, just sentences that go on and on without stopping? The answer to that is no, and I just want to remind you about why. So when you have a run-on sentence, you have a complete thought, a verb, and a subject. That makes one sentence, and then you've got another one right next to it, a complete thought, a verb, and a subject, and they're smushed together without the appropriate punctuation between them. So you actually could have a sentence that goes on for a whole book length, and that sentence could be grammatically correct. So a run-on sentence is a grammatical issue that you're having. It means that you've not put the right punctuation to separate two complete thoughts, verbs, and subjects. So just wanted to tell you that. If you're still struggling with subject-verb agreement, we are going to do like a small practice this week. There's a little bit of instruction and then a quiz about third-person singular, which is where a lot of you struggle in writing. And I think it really is just converting how you would talk to the standard written English. So some of you would say something like, she walked to the store instead of she walks to the store. So when you're writing, make sure that you write she walks to the store, third person singular, in the regular verb form as an S at the end. Okay, that's what I have to say for now. Again, email me if you have any questions. Hang in there this week. We're halfway through. Just keep on going. Keep on communicating with me. Keep on going. Ask me for what you need. And I look forward to what you produce this week. Thanks.